Hi, my loves. We are going to tap in for a year of the Fire Horse pick a card reading. All right, so the year of the Fire Horse, it begins here mid-February until next February. All right, so we are going to be shifting out of the year of the wood snake and into the year of the fire horse. So to be exact, this happens on February the 17th. Okay, so we're going to do a pick a card reading to see what energies you can expect to navigate over this year-long time frame. So take a deep breath, tune into your intuition, and see which pile of cards you feel drawn to or which charm you feel drawn to. All right, we have pile number 1 here, which is the blue shirt with the heart in the middle. All right, we have pile number 2, which is the cowrie shell. And we have pile number 3, which is the seashell. All right, so go ahead, drop in the comments below which pile or charm that you felt most drawn to. Check the description box below for the timestamp so you can dive right into your messages. You're also welcome if you felt inclined and drawn more to more than just to one pile. You can also watch these readings for multiple piles here as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and tap in, my friends. Hello, pile number 1. Let's tap into your year of the fire horse messages here. You chose the blue shirt with the heart in the middle, super cute. And let's see what the card is from the wild unknown archetypes. These have already been pre-shuffled off screen. I kid you not. I know y'all, these readings are finna be good, so tap in with me. Hit the pause button, take your notes, do what you need to do, come back to the reading. You need to watch the full reading. When we start off like this, I know these messages are finna hit. Come on now, the heart. You literally have a t-shirt with a heart on it, okay? Now, it looks like there's a couple in this little boat kind of rowing together. We see these little circles kind of intertwining here as well. This is beautiful. The pink colors here. You guys are, oof, like I have to ground myself before I can even do these readings because this is some powerful stuff you're working with, right? Your heart is going to be opening up in some major ways over the course of the next year. If you have felt shut down, if you've been dealing with a lot of grief, maybe some depression, some anger, some resentment, jealousies, you know, it could be so much that we experience in the heart space, disappointments that we've had in life, right? Where we just kind of close ourselves off to giving love, to receiving love. Well, that's going to be changing for you over the next year. Some of you are going to be coming into union, all right, with self, first and foremost. That could be you uniting, you know, your physical self with your higher self, your spiritual self. This could be union with a higher power that you're coming into. For others of you, a romantic partner. This could even be a friend, you know, somebody in your life. I just heard a fur baby. For some of you, you might be getting a pet here over the next year that is going to soften you in ways unimagined. And I guess some of you might not have even thought like you were a pet person, but this little fur baby is going to change your life. This is beautiful. Some of you could like the color pink. All right, you might be feeling drawn to wear this color a little bit more, work with this color. I don't know if somebody's getting like a pink wedding dress. All right, you know, a little more non-traditional. That's cool. Like, especially like these lighter shades. It's really pretty, actually. I think that would be a gorgeous color wedding dress. Or maybe that will be the accent color, you know, that your bridal party and the groomsmen and all that will have like pink. Okay, getting like pink roses, whatever other kind of pink flowers there are out there. Okay, because I'm definitely seeing like possibly rings here that you and somebody else could be exchanging in the upcoming year. There could also be something significant about 31. That's the number on this card. So maybe I could be reading for someone who is 31 years old. Okay, that could be a significant age coming up for you, a significant date of a month, you know, sometime in the upcoming year as well. But these are very lovely energies that we have coming through for you so far. So it is the year of the heart. For those of you that have chose pile number 1, the t-shirt with the heart on it, okay? Some of you are truly entering into your lover boy, lover girl era, and I love it for you, all right? We're going to expand these readings out. I've got a bunch of different cards that I'll be using. So we're going to see what else is coming up here in these readings. So let's check it out. Let's see, what else do we have coming through for pile number 1? This reminds me of a nest here too. So some of you could be getting really cozy with someone. You might be like moving in with each other this year. That too could be significant, you know, where you're kind of in a nesting phase with someone. And during your nesting, I will say some of you might end up making a baby, okay? Because I'm seeing just the way these two circles are colliding, and then in the middle there's kind of like a third circle. Okay, so some of you could definitely be starting a family. It could be a boy or a girl, because I'm seeing the pink. It's giving me heavy girl, but then that blue is making me think boy. So, you know, it's a 50-50, right, with stuff like that. So either way, I'm sure you'll be happy regardless of baby's sex. So yes, let's see what else we have coming through for pile number 1. Spirit, what else do we have coming through for the year of the fire horse for pile number 1? Okay, we have empowerment coming through. All right, I love that for you. This is a year where you will be feeling strong, feeling bold, feeling confident in yourself. You know, love is something, your heart is something that's going to be empowered here. Okay, so maybe where you have previously kind of felt even victimized, and rightfully so. I'm not, you know, saying like you're like playing victim or anything like that. Some of you have been victimized in some way, right? And that can lead to you feeling very disempowered. But this can be a year where you are kind of reclaiming your strength, reclaiming your ability to get back out there even after you've been hurt, right? You know, I think it really takes a strong kind of person to keep their heart open after it's been broken. And I think it's natural to kind of go into a phase where you do have to kind of shut things down, right? Because you need to heal. So Some of you, I definitely get that you're like coming out of that healing phase of brokenness, and you're feeling so much stronger in the decisions that you're going to be making when it comes to love, you know, romance, friendships. These could be all kinds of relationships, right? Where you're going to be making healthier choices when it comes to these relationships as well. So this is a really beautiful space to see you guys navigating in. Even this, like, she's kind of got like this amulet, this necklace around her, and it's literally resting on her heart chakra. So some of you might want to do some energy work with that specific chakra. Get online on YouTube. They have like sound healing frequencies for the heart chakras, meditations, you know, all types of things. So some of you might want to like go get some Reiki or something like that. But definitely getting into some energy healing work would be a good idea for you as well. Let's see what else we have coming through. Speaking of chakras, we're going to transition into the chakra reading cards. So we'll see what is highlighted for you for this year of the fire horse. This is a very fiery energy, talking about that empowerment, okay? You know, standing strong in who you are, in your life experiences, the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? I see like you're not ashamed of your story, of the things that you've gone through, because they've only led you to being the person that you are now. Okay, I love that. Let's see what else we have going on for my pile number one for the year of the fire horse. Look at that. We have the Earth Star chakra being highlighted. This is located beneath your root chakra. And we have nurturing coming through. All right. This is beautiful. For some of you, you could be healing something related to mother and or father wounds. Okay. Something about like your inner child here, where there could be a hurt of some sort that you're carrying or been carrying, you know, throughout your life, that is really wanting to be healed. You know, some of you could have grown up in environments where there was either emotional abuse or neglect of some kind, that has really made it difficult for you to choose healthy relationships, choose healthy romantic partners, choose healthy friendships, right? Even for some of you to choose healthy like work dynamics as well. All right, where you might be kind of repeating this pattern that you've experienced in your childhood of people either like abusing you, manipulating you, controlling you emotionally, or just completely disregarding you on that emotional level as well. Okay, especially with the number 3, it's making me think Empress. So this could have a strong tie to the mother, but like I said, it could also be connected to the relationship with the father as well. But yes, like you are meant to be cared for on an emotional level intentionally. And maybe that was something that was lacking in your childhood, you know, where it just wasn't as intentional as it needed to be. Your caregivers could have been in survival mode, right? Making sure that there's food on the table, that the light stayed on, there's clothes on your back. But when it came to your other needs, they kind of dropped the ball, right? We can admit that. We can admit that our caregivers, even as much as we may love them, that they fell short in certain capacities, because children do need more than just having their, you know, physical material needs met. Children need emotional support. They need mental support. They need spiritual support. And those things, especially on the emotional level, could have been lacking for you. I heard mental health issues too. So for some of you, this could have led to you having, you know, mental health issues. I did mention like depression could be something you've struggled with since you were younger, like anxiety. My heart definitely goes out to you. If that's something you've dealt with and are navigating at this time, be kind to yourself. I'm hearing you're not too much. So, you know, people that raised you could have made you feel like your emotions were too much to deal with. Like they just couldn't be bothered. I don't have time for this. I'm busy. I gotta work, right? You know, I don't have time for your feelings. Make sure you're not that way with yourself. Some of you might have adopted like workaholic tendencies. And it's good to be productive, to handle your responsibilities, but I'm getting some of you might be leaning into that workaholism as an avoidance mechanism when it comes to your emotions. When I said workaholism, I also heard alcoholism. Some of you could be children of alcoholics or people, substance abuse of any kind, okay? That's coming through here as well, right? Where your caregivers might have chosen those substances over you. And that's got to be very painful. Feeling like an object is more important than a human, more important than their child at that. I just heard, I'm so sorry. I was not expecting to be, wow, this is kind of getting a little heavy. Bear with me. I don't know if this is somebody's parent that has passed away. I feel like it was more of a woman's voice too. But I did hear, I'm so sorry. This person could be alive now. Maybe I'm just kind of tapping into their energy field. Maybe these are words you've always wanted to hear from them, but never have. But I am sensing someone is in deep regret. Maybe now they've turned their life around, or no longer abusing these substances. I heard on the straight and narrow. This person could be like in church, you know, more religious, something like that. And they just want to let you know that they are so sorry. I heard you will hear this from them. Some of you will actually hear it yourself, whether in the spirit you'll hear it from them or in person. Over this next year, they could be offering you this apology. Ooh, child. That's deep. Okay. I don't know if some of you like lions. Yes, lions. They're associated with the heart. Leo is ruled by the heart. Courage. That's where that empowerment is coming through. Some of you have maybe lacked the courage in your life, maybe to stand up for yourself. Speak up for yourself. That blue here is reminding me of the throat chakra, which is connected to the heart chakra. Speaking your truth. I heard singing. Some of you could be singers. You need more courage to let your voice be heard. You need more courage to go after your dreams. I heard dream person. You know, some of you have been held back in going after the kind of person or love that you really want, and you've been settling. Maybe settling for people that look good on paper, but they don't really speak to your heart. Repeating those same old patterns from your childhood. No more. Let's do this talking about matters of the heart. We're gonna transition into the Love Oracle cards of Eden. I love this deck. The illustrations are very pretty. So let's see what we got coming through for pile number 1. Year of the Fire Horse. Ooh, we got a few cards coming through for you. All right, let me see. Okay, so we have truth. Some of you are seeing the truth about people around you. There are masks on the floor, right? You know, like I was saying, some of you recognizing people in your life that just, they're no good for you. And it's not out of like, oh, I'm just judging you and I think I'm better than you. It's just like, no, you're just not good for me. I'm not going to demonize you or anything like that. Because, you know, you understand. I think you are very empathetic and you understand that people are human. People are complex. But that doesn't mean you have to tolerate harmful behaviors from people. Right? So, mask off season over this next year. We have reflect. Yes, that's going to put you in a state of deep reflection. When you see these masks starting to slip, you see the truth of people. She's shrouded in white. She's pure. And they're in black and darkness. You've been doing the shadow work. Transmuting the darkness into the light. That's what the shadow work is. It is bringing the light of consciousness into the subconscious, into the hidden. You have a lot of people around you that have not been engaging in that work. And you're going to start to see it more. Take your time to reflect, to be in isolation, meditation, connecting with nature is so good for that Earth Star chakra. Get outside when that weather permits, okay? Get grounded. I heard talk to the trees. Talk to the river. Talk to the wind. If you know, you know. I know some of y'all motherfuckers scratching your head like, what the fuck this crazy bitch talking about? If you know, you know. Some of you could be LGBTQ, kind of seeing like a rainbow flag or something there. But you also have wings, angel. It's not to say you're perfect. Nobody is. There's something about you getting your wings here. If you haven't already had them, you're getting them this year. It's through the shadow work you've been doing. The spiritual work you've been doing. I might have to cover this. These cards are so pretty. I refuse to put stickers on these cards. You might have seen by now I have to cover a lot of the nudity, especially in the tarot cards. These cards are refused to put stickers on. They're just so pretty. I just will not do that. We have fulfillment, and it's basically a baby is nursing, you know, on this woman. Going back to the mother, you know, the mother nurtures, she fulfills, not just physically, but, you know, she's also meant to do that emotionally as well. This could be you mothering yourself. Adult you, little you. Adult you, little you. Some of you could be becoming mothers. I told you, you and your boo thing finna be in this Dang, nursing, nesting together and whatnot, and whoop, pregnancy test. Oh, look at that. I'm pregnant. It's gonna happen for some of y'all. Congratulations. This is actually gonna be something that's very healing for you. Healing for you, your adult self, but also your inner child. I heard, how could you not love me this way? Like the way that you're gonna love your child, you're gonna be kind of confused. Like, damn, why couldn't my mom love me like this? I heard she did the best she could. She did what she knew. And I'm not gonna placate, some of your moms. Look, some mamas, they be on some shit. Okay, I know there's such a thing as like narcissistic mothers and things of that nature, and maybe some of you feel like, yeah, that's my situation there. And my heart definitely goes out to you if that is your situation. But hey, it's amazing that although you might have been exposed to a certain type of behavioral pattern, you've chosen to do something different. That's a miracle, really. I don't think some of you recognize that, like, you're a walking miracle. Is that movie Precious? Is that what the movie was called with Monique? Yeah. Monique and, what's her name? Gabri. Sorry if I mispronounced that. But yeah, some of y'all might have had like a relationship with your mother like that movie Precious. Her mama was on some shit. I just vaguely remember the movie. I only watched it once. But I remember one of the scenes where she was like, oh, you think you're so good? You're so much better than me because you're going to college or some shit. I'm just like, what a hater. That's some hating ass shit. Some of y'all might have had an interaction like that with your mom. Like, she might have tried to, make you feel bad because you achieved more than she did. And you would think a parent would want you to do that, but not when you're dealing with a narcissist. They feel like everything is like a blow to their ego. Because they're in competition with you instead of in relationship with you. Yeah, I just heard egomaniac. Maybe I know people are like, we're too loosely using the word narcissist. I get it. That is a diagnosis. For some people, like narcissistic personality disorder is. Some people just have narcissistic tendencies, okay? So it might not be a whole personality disorder. But I am hearing egomaniac, okay? So some of y'all could have dealt with that. My heart definitely goes out to you if that was the case. Where it was always about your mama. And it's like, what about me? Like, I'm the child here. Like, when do I get to be the center of attention? It's funny because I associate Leo with look at me, mommy energy. Look at me, mommy, look what I can do. I used to like make jokes about it, but then I'm like, It kind of actually like really settled in with me, just working through some of my own stuff. Like, yeah, actually look at me, mommy. Like, look at me, see me, notice me. I think that's vital. It's healthy to like want that attention. There's levels to it, for sure. Wanting that attention versus not being willing to share the attention. And you might have dealt with somebody that was not willing to share the attention. It just was always about them. Okay, that's 7 million cards. We're not doing that. Let's try this again. We're gonna shift to a career and finance oracle here. See what comes out for you. What can pile number 1 expect in career, business, all that good stuff over the next year? We have progress. It seems like a long slog, but your efforts will pay off soon. Stay on course for at least a few more months before making a change. Okay, so just steady on the course, right? Some of you might be feeling like, really not, things just aren't happening here, right? You might feel like you're literally wandering in a desert. When am I going to reach the oasis? Some of you, you're just a few more months away from it. Literally. When I'm posting this in February, so February, March, April, so May could be a significant time frame for some of you. Don't throw in the towel now. Yeah, because I just heard years. Some of you could have been working on something for years without seeing much to any progress. But then May gonna come around, you'll be like, oh my goodness, I finally arrived. Congratulations in advance. Yeah, for some of you, this might be your business. You feel like you ain't getting no sales. You're not getting any engagement on social media, no followers, no subscribers, nothing. You know, for others of you, you might have been in a drought when it comes to finding a job. It's like, God damn. Like, am I just going to be unemployed the rest of my life? Nope. I'm telling you, May is going to change the game. What's happening in May astrologically? Let's do a little check here and see. 2026 planetary overview. Let's see if there's any like major changes taking place in May. We've got Pluto going retrograde. That might be kind of the most major thing aside from like, you know, standard new moons, full moons. So yeah, for some of y'all, it could be Pluto retrograde, might need to come around. We've got a full moon in Scorpio on May 1st. Pluto retrograde May 6th in Aquarius. Maybe Vesta's entering Aries on May 13th. New moon in Taurus on May 16th. And then at the end of the month, a full moon. Oh, so we have like 2 full moons in May. Full moon in Sagittarius on May 31st. So yeah, May could be kind of jam-packed for you with good things. Right? So just hanging in there. Jeez, I couldn't even shuffle the card and it flipped out. Let's see what your angel oracle is. Creativity. I love it. The angels suggest that you explore your creative potential now. Creativity is an energy for adventure and change. It may herald a new idea, inspiration for a book, an artistic vision, or a new project. Let your imagination flow. If you do not know how to channel the force, you may feel restless or dispirited. So ask your angel to help you to direct your creative energy towards something worthwhile. The angel wisdom reminds you that you are a co-creator with the divine. Use your power with wisdom and joy. The affirmation here is, I enjoy my creative powers and use them for the highest good. Ashe. I love that. That's where that nurturing energy, it connects with your creative energy as well. Makes me think of like, not even just the mother, you know, because the mother creates, she creates life, right? But like the mother in the sense of like goddess. Okay, some of you could be working with goddess energies, deities. a little bit more this year. It might be something good for you to, you know, do a little research, tap in. This could definitely even serve you on your creative path. Like I said earlier, you're coming into the union with like your higher self or a higher power. For many of you, it's with like the goddess you're coming into union with. There's a deck that I use. I have a couple goddess decks. I've got a Kuan Yin Oracle deck, an Isis Oracle deck, the Mythical Goddess Tarot, and the African Goddess Rising Oracle deck. So you might want to check out some of those decks, especially if you're like into divination and stuff like that. That might be kind of something to get you started on your path. All right, let's see what else we have for pile number 1. New exercise program. Okay, so that could be something that's coming in for you over the course of the year of the fire horse. Taking care of your physical body. That could be making you feel more empowered too. It's something about like your power, your strength, your vitality can be growing here this year. Look, I don't know, some of y'all, especially if you're in relationship, and it doesn't even have to be like the romantic relationship. This could be a friend. For some of y'all, I'm getting like a workout buddy though, okay? Or you might be hiring a personal trainer or something like that. But yeah, I'm getting, you know, there could be some sort of accountability that you have in this like exercise program that you're getting into. Maybe this is some sort of group exercise fitness program that you're going to be getting into. I love that for you though. That's going to be really good for you. Look, I know I need to get into something myself. I said I'm going to become a Pilates girl this year. So look, somebody, y'all hold me to it, okay? Because I definitely need to start working out more. I've been very sedentary. So maybe you're like me. I don't know. Maybe you want to explore Pilates. There's so many different types of exercise. You could take dance classes. I heard roller skating for some of you. All right. Whatever it is, comment below. Like, let me know if you felt called to get into exercising. What kind of fitness are you going to be getting into? You know, some of you, it might be just so good old-fashioned going to the gym, lifting weights, running on the treadmill, the Stairmaster, all that good stuff. I just heard rowing. I know they have machines for that, but you literally might be rowing a boat, okay? Doing like water sports, kayaking. Let's see, what else do we have for pile number 1 for the year of the fire horse? Pile number 1, year of the fire horse. Affirmation. This is from the Super Attractor affirmation cards. These are some quiet cards. I don't know why your message is not wanting to come through. You're like, you're going to shuffle here for 5 minutes. All right, give me a message. Why are you being funny? There we go. Okay. When I'm tuned into the energy of abundance, I become abundant. I love that. Right? So connecting with that feeling of having what you need. Going back to that fulfillment card. I don't want to show it again because then I got to cover her up. YouTube just be doing the most. Granted, I mark my videos as like 18 plus, but still. It's crazy that you have to do that for something like as simple as like, oh, it's a titty, a baby nursing on a titty, whoop-de-doo. So yes, let me, got sidetracked there. Wow, that's a really specific message. Some of you could have, your mom could have had difficulty like nursing you, like breastfeeding you when you were a child. Some of y'all might need to learn a little bit more about like your birthing story, your mom's pregnancy with you, and like those newborn times with your mother, what that was like. Because some of y'all, you could have had mothers that were dealing with like postpartum depression. I think postpartum anxiety is a thing too. And that could have really impacted the way that she was kind of showing up in relationship with you when you were born. Because I've read stories, you know, where some women, they have a baby and they don't feel attached like to their baby. And it's not out of judgment, you know, people are going through various things, you know, in postpartum, but that will have an impact on the baby, right? So some of you might have had a situation like that, you know, where your mother did not feel attached to you. Ooh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Sorry, I hate to deliver like messages like this. I don't know why y'all's message is kind of like heavy, but at the same time, like this just, it's a lot of good stuff too, but this is like your silver lining, because some of you, you're about to come into like just such a safe space within relationships over the next year. But trigger warning for like sexual violence. But some of you, your mother might have been like sexually violated, and that could be how she got pregnant. That's so heavy. Ooh, I'm going to have to cleanse very thoroughly after doing this reading. Your mother could have been abused by your father. You're breaking the chains for her too. Because some of you could have found yourselves in abusive relationships as well. Abusive and or neglectful. Which neglect, it is a form of abuse. You're breaking the chains though. Let's pull some tarot cards. I didn't think this reading would be this long, so hey, hopefully you hang in with me. I know everybody likes the fast content these days. I'm like, man, nobody like deep shit no more. Like, come on now. I'm gonna need our attention spans. That's why I be challenging myself. So like, sit and listen and watch for longer periods of time. I don't really do a whole lot of scrolling on social media, to be honest. I just don't feel like we're supposed to be taking in that much information. That's just a lot. But that's just my gripe. I'm like an old lady when it comes to stuff like that. All right, let's see. I'm going to pull some tarot cards. I'm going to kind of clarify these messages. Let's see what we got going on here from the tarot spirit. Using the mahogany tarot. Let's clarify clarify these messages, Spirit. Yep, here's that tower. It's got to come down. Okay. These are those defense mechanisms that you've built around your heart. Coming down. Around your heart, you Page of Wands, around your inner child. Some of you could have fire placements in your chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is also built walls around your creativity, where some of you might be afraid to express yourselves creatively. Because, you know, a lot of that creative energy, it is associated with the sacral chakra, but a lot of it comes from the heart too. Might be a deep feeler and you're meant to express that like artistically in some way. Those walls are gonna come crumbling down this year, I'm telling you. Also relationships, going back to the truth. The tower is when something's built on lies, it eventually comes crumbling down. So if you are noticing relationships falling out of your life, like I was saying, you are doing the shadow work, they're not. That's why they can't stay in your life anymore. Because you'd essentially be living a lie. And you've chosen to step out into the truth, into the light of truth. I heard brave soul. 7 of Cups, yeah. No more lies. 7 of Cups. No more illusions, delusions. Just like projections. People that are not rooted in reality. Yeah. People that are bound by fear. Not you. Not you. You're cutting through. You know, the little ropes that bind you. Like, no more. Some of you could have air placements in your chart. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Cutting through the bullshit because you're seeking freedom. Knight of Wands. Expansion, growth, adventure, creativity, vitality, joy is what you seek. Passion is what you seek. Could be doing some traveling here. The year of the fire horse. This is literally the fire horse, the Knight of Wands. Ding, ding, ding. All right, so there you go. You got the fire horse showing up in your reading. All right. You'll be making a judgment call this year because you're being called to a higher purpose, a higher self. You're being called to heal, to transmute those energies. The shadow, right? Into light. 3 of Pentacles. Okay, you could be coming into some really amazing collaborations, partnerships here. For some of you, like in work and business, you might end up meeting somebody through your work. Whatever you do, you like, you know, go work a 9 to 5, if you have a business or something like that, somebody that you collaborate with might end up being like a romantic partner. They might become a friend of yours, something more personal. This is somebody that's going to want to really build and grow with you. Ace of Pentacles, man, y'all gonna get that money. Ace of Pentacles, right? Somebody that wants to invest into you. Yeah, you know, there's opportunities that are going to be opening up. There's that abundance, you know, that affirmation, when I'm tuned into the energy of abundance, I become abundant. You need to feel full. Some of you have been walking around feeling empty, or feeling like your cup is only halfway full. You need to fill the cup all the way up. The cup needs to runneth over. The cups, okay? Fill them with your love. Fill them with the love of God, the love of your ancestors, or goddess. I've been talking a lot about goddess. Fill them with the love of good friends. Just people that really see you and support you and pour into you. And that abundance is just going to come pouring into. All right, my loves. With that being said, I'm going to wrap up this reading here. If you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up, drop a comment below, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And until next time, sending you so much love. Take care. Bye. Hey, pile number 2, those of you that chose the Cowrie shell, okay? So I do associate this charm with wealth, prosperity, abundance, and protection. All right, so that could be some themes coming through for you over the course of this year of the Fire Horse. We're going to expand this out with several oracle cards, some tarot cards as well. So let's go ahead and dive into it. So from the Wild Unknown archetype, you have Anima Mundi. Okay, I think that's how you pronounce that. So this represents the soul of the world and all that is. So for you all, pile number 2, you are going through a powerful spiritual initiation here this year, right? It's recognizing the microcosm within the macrocosm. Oh my God. Stumbling over that. Recognizing just how much of a pivotal role that not only you play in the larger scope of the universe and existence, but also that other people play. But I do feel like it is going to be a little more focused on you and really understanding just the power and the magnitude, just how vast you are on a spiritual level, and how that, you know, kind of connects you to the larger universe, okay? So some of you are really going to be recognizing just how sacred you really are. It's so funny. Whenever I say the word sacred now, I hear like, is it sacred? I don't know if some of you use those hair products. Beyonce's Mama, Miss Tina's line or whatever. I know I've been wanting to try them out myself, but that could be something you're like a little running joke that you could be like asking yourself throughout the year. Is it sacred? And, you know, that might help to kind of direct you and your energy throughout the year ahead, okay? Maybe you're going to be wearing more cowrie shells too, like some kind of jewelry or something like that. That is sacred to you. I heard you could be gifted something with like cowrie shells as well. So that's a very specific message. Some of you could literally be going through some sort of spiritual initiation this year. You know, stepping into priesthood or priestesshood. could be really important. And even if it's not on that type of more formal level, it could just be life experiences over the upcoming year that are really requiring you to kind of, stand up, rise up in your power here. I do want to see what this Roman numeral, what number that translates into. I can't read Roman numerals like that, y'all. So we're going to see. So the number 78. Okay, so in numerology, that's going to reduce to a 15, to a 6. Okay, so there could be something significant about the number 6 for you over the upcoming year. 6 is the pregnant woman. If you look at it, it looks like a woman's belly. So it's also associated with Venus as well. So there could be something significant about like Venus, pregnancy, fertility. I don't know if cowrie shells have anything to do with, those themes as well, but maybe that is the case. I was picking up on some fertility vibes in pile number 1's reading there too. And that doesn't always have to translate as like having a baby. It could be like birthing a vision, birthing like a creative project, birthing a new life. Okay, so fertility just, represents growth. So yeah, for some of you, it's going to be like really powerful spiritual growth that is going to be taking place for you over the upcoming year. All right, so let's expand this reading out. I'm excited to see what energies are coming through for you all that shows. Pile number 2, I'm going to move this over here. There's a lot of astrology symbols. Some of you could be learning about astrology, mastering that a bit more, integrating it into your own personal life, using it as a guide for yourself, a way to gain better understanding of who you are. Some of you could literally be astrologers if you've been thinking about like offering that kind of service. If you have like a spiritual based business, this would definitely be a good year over the next year, maybe for you to focus a little bit more on like really building up that aspect of your business, your brand. Let's see what else we have going on for pile number 1, or excuse me, pile number 2. My bad. All right, we have boundaries. All right, can't spell boundaries without Aries. Neptune, Saturn, and Aries over this next year, right? Aries season could be significant. Those transits could be significant for you. So this could be, a lesson that you're really kind of establishing here over the next year, all right? We also have forgiveness coming through as well. So you're healing your heart. You're recognizing that the experiences that you've gone through, that they're a part of your story, that they needed to happen. And for some of you, these could have been like really painful experiences. So I'm definitely not like minimizing anything you've gone through or trying to, spiritualize it, where people are like, oh yeah, you have some past life karma you're supposed to work out. So that's why you were in an abusive relationship. I'm not saying all that. Definitely not. I don't feel like anybody deserves to be in situations like that. And I myself just have a hard time kind of grasping that particular ideology. So yeah, we're not doing that per se. But you might be recognizing, what lessons you were meant to learn from those experiences. I heard overextending. So that could be where your boundaries are coming in as well. Like you be doing too much, basically. Doing too much, giving too much, caring too much. And you could be kind of, I'm hearing, calling back your energy. That could be a way that you are reinforcing your boundaries here. So some of you might want to work with like a daily practice of that. Like especially at the end of the day, like before you go to bed, this could be a part of like your nighttime ritual. where you call back your energy. They have meditations on YouTube that you can listen to, or you can write out like a mantra or affirmation, a prayer that you speak over yourself every night, like as you kind of wind down before you go to bed. So that could be something to get into as well, because your soul is so expansive. Some of you could do like a lot of astral traveling, like while you're sleeping, okay? You might even need to kind of pray over your spiritual body before you go to bed, right? Because some of you are doing a lot of work within the spiritual realm, and you might find yourself waking up sometimes feeling completely exhausted, and you're like, what the hell? I just got like 8-9 hours of sleep. There's no reason I should still be feeling tired. And it is because your spirit is traveling, okay, to different places, spaces, dimensions, you know, doing a lot of spiritual heavy lifting. I heard ascended master. You could be in some sort of training, like to be an ascended master. Maybe that is the path that you are meant to walk on. That's a very profound calling to have. So I'm getting some of you, you are leaders within your life, within maybe a spiritual community that you have, or a platform that you're growing, where people do look up to you for guidance, for wisdom. I heard for safe space. Maybe you provide safe spaces for people to learn about spirituality, to heal and to grow within those areas of life. I hear you set the example. So there are people that are really inspired by your healing journey, your spiritual journey. So don't be afraid to share it. Some of you might have been on the more protective side of that and not really sharing too much about your process. I think it's actually important for you to share a little bit more within your own boundaries, of course, because there is such a thing as oversharing, because I was talking about, you know, you be doing too much, okay? So having the discernment to know like what to share, and maybe in one space, certain spaces. I'm getting behind a paywall, so some of you might be starting like private community subscriptions, Patreons, you know, things of that nature, where people have to invest into you to obtain like certain knowledge from you. And I ain't mad at that. Anybody that says spiritual people shouldn't be charging, whoop-de-whoop, baby, you charge whatever you feel like in your spirit you need to be charging, because you have priceless knowledge, wisdom, just things to share with people. So don't let nobody make you feel guilty about like charging for what you know. I just heard priestess. Okay. So whether you are formally that or informally, you know, that's what people look up to you as. Everybody can have access to the high priestess within themselves. You know, and I know there are certain rites and rituals and passages, you know, within certain religions and things like that, where you actually have to go through formal initiations. But, you know, if that's just not your path either, it's not to say that you're still not a priestess. You're still not tapped into that energy. You are. You just didn't choose that particular religious path. Some of you might be more spiritual than you are religious. Okay, let's see what we got from the chakra reading cards. Yeah, spiritual awakening. See, we're going through it. It's a big one. You know, and y'all might be feeling like, I'm always going through awakenings. God damn. That's what you're meant to do here in this lifetime. You have more than one awakening in your life. So that crown chakra getting active this year, okay? Some of you could be coming into new like spiritual gifts. wisdom. There's things that you know, and it's just like, how do I know this? It could be them clairs getting active. Like, what is it? Claircognizance. It's like when you just know shit. Okay. Clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience. There's some other clairs in there too. All right. We also have balance, the root chakra. So yeah, when you're going through those crown chakra activations, it's really important for you to stay grounded. Okay. To find the balance between the upper chakras and the lower chakras, to find the balance between the spirit realm and the physical realm. All right. So that's going to be really important for you to do. Spending time in nature could be really good for you. Making, like, exercising, you know, connecting with your body, eating. Make sure you're eating. Okay. I know some of us, we get so caught up in our day sometimes, and you look up, it's like, oh my gosh, I haven't eaten at all today, or I only ate one time today. Eat your 3 meals a day. Okay. I just saw 1414 on the screen. That could be an angel number for you. That's actually something I like to do. Like, before I do readings, I like to make sure that I am satiated, like when it comes to food, like I had a good meal. But even like after, you know, a long bout of readings, I like to eat something. It just kind of brings me back down to earth. Okay. So that's something some of you might want to just be more mindful of. All right. Ooh, that number 6 I mentioned. Okay. That's going to be an important number for you. Then we have dreams. I was talking about that astral travel. That's many of you are doing in your dream time. So you definitely want to come up with some sort of prayer that you say over yourself before you go to sleep. I just started fighting demons, because some of y'all, yeah, y'all could be demon slayers in the astral realm. Like, you fight in like spiritual wars and stuff like that. Maybe fighting battles not only just for yourself, but maybe even for other people. So you goddamn right. You got every right to be charging what you charging, or you putting some certain things behind a paywall. I don't know. Some of y'all could be sharing like dreams that you're having. That could be something you're kind of putting behind a paywall, because some of y'all might have like prophetic dreams that can be a little spooky even, you know, about like world events and things like that. To where maybe the general public might not make the best use of information like this, or you might not want to be the person that's kind of causing a lot of like fear mongering or anything like that. You know, when you have access to insights like that, you do have to be pretty responsible about who you're sharing it with. You know, sometimes you can't be just sharing it willy-nilly. So some of you could be recognizing like, yeah, I need to maybe just keep this within my private spiritual community. So I am getting an emphasis on that. Certain things that you are learning that are only going to be shared with a select few. We also have the number 26. Somebody could be 26 years old. What was the other number on here? 26, 6. Somebody could be 29. These could be significant ages for you. 2 plus 6 is 8. So 8 could be an important number for you as well. That has to do with abundance, success, ambition, karma. 29 is 11. So the master number 11 could be significant. You know, spending that time in solitude to receive the, you know, spiritual downloads, insights, whatever you want to call them. That's why some of you are having to get like very protective and, you know, establishing very strong boundaries over your solitude. That's going to be really important for some of you this year, because there could be people like pulling at your energy. That's why you're needing to call back your energy at the end of the day, because people, a lot of people need you. Maybe in ways that they're not always even vocalizing, but energetically they're pulling at you. So you're going to need to be calling back your energy, your power on a regular basis. Let's see what else we have going on for pile number 2, Spirit. Year of the Fire Horse. These could also be significant months over the upcoming year. So June, August, and November could be significant months for you this year. Those could be when you're going through like those spiritual upgrades. Recalibrating. It's literally like, you know, like your phone has to go through upgrades ever so often. For you, your spirit is going through upgrades and pretty like more than once, okay, within the next year. Like it could be like 3 times or something like that. So it might be feeling like a lot on you, but you can manage. Like I was saying something earlier about you being kind of like an ascended master in training. You built for it. Let's see. What we got here? Surrender. Yeah, surrender to it. Don't fight it. It's a part of your destiny. She got her heart just like wide open, her body wide open to just kind of receive what she's meant to. You know, not forcing anything. Not resisting what's happening, just leaning into it, allowing it in. Yeah, y'all are definitely like my spiritual warriors. Pile number 1 had kind of more of a relationship reading, really focusing on, you know, connections with other people. You guys, is more so like your connections with like higher powers. Spirits, deities. I don't know why I just heard quantum physics. Some of you could be learning about that. Metaphysics. Some of you could identify as being mystics. Right? A mystic is someone essentially like exploring life's mysteries, but also like surrendering to the mysteries of life. Even in their exploration, they know like they still don't know shit, basically. What is that Erykah Badu? The man that thinks he knows something knows that he knows nothing at all. It's like that, you know, weird ass fucking parables and shit. Some of y'all could like talk in parables. Or if you read the Bible, like you could like the parables that are, you know, used in the Bible or in any type of spiritual religious text. That's funny. Yeah, it's almost like you speak a different language. Like a language that people can only understand at a spiritual level. That's interesting. Makes me think of like speaking in tongues, but there could also be something else, like some other kind of language that you speak. This is fucking weird. This is getting a little trippy. Like, I don't know what it is though. Like some fucking alien shit. I don't know. Angelic language. It's something is coming through that like I don't have the words for, like on a human level, that you speak. It might sound like gibberish to you or some shit, but it's literally like some sort of language from another dimension. That is really interesting. I've never received a message like that. Even seeing someone writing in like some sort of symbols or some shit. I don't know, this is like some form of automatic writing that you're doing. Who am I talking to? My goodness. You tapped into some shit I ain't even got words for. It's like literally like human words cannot describe what you know. Definitely talking to someone, a very powerful being. Nice. Okay. Let's see what's going on for you in career, business, finance for the year of the fire horse. You have ups and downs. Your work has potential for both advancement and stagnation. See if there's hope, but allow yourself to move on if needed. All right. We also have rewards. You are cashing in on all the good work you've done. Raises, bonuses, and prosperity are coming in. Keep going and keep growing. So you might have to pivot at certain times. Some of you might have like more than one job over the next year. But it's like with every new job you move on to, you're going to be making more money. I heard a signing bonus, okay, that you could be receiving as well. So don't worry about your prosperity and you being taken care of. Don't worry about following a linear path when it comes to your career, your business. The opportunities will find you is something that I heard. So this could even be people seeking you out, like recruiters and stuff. Make sure, I don't know, you on LinkedIn or you're showing up online if you have a business and stuff like that. Because there could be people that are literally seeking somebody like you for opportunities that they have where you're going to be the perfect fit. Okay, you know, you might be thinking it's the other way around, that you need to be the one seeking out opportunities, but nah, it's really people seeking you. Okay, say that over yourself. Speak that over yourself. Opportunities are seeking me. Opportunities are always finding me. Opportunities love me. Opportunities are attracted to me. Okay, prosperity is attracted to me. Right? It's something about you kind of flipping the script, the dialogue a little bit there. That's really just going to have stuff coming into you. Surrendering. She's just accepting. She's just receiving. Things that are going to start coming into you more easily. You're becoming like way more receptive here this year. That's why I was saying that Venus. That's what Venus represents, receptivity. She's not Mars. Mars goes and takes the action. Mars got to go get it. Venus is like, nah, it comes to me. Come on now. I heard everything I imagined. So it's something about you using your imagination, creative visualization, that is going to bring these things into your life as well. Bring in this prosperity. I heard get ready. So like I say, like stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So yeah, some of y'all need to be getting ready for some stuff. That's interesting. Pile number 1 got this. I kind of want to pull another one because I don't really like when it be the same card coming through. But maybe there are some messages for you in pile number 1's reading as well. All right, and it was like, we're going to give you 2. So we'll take all 3. That's fine. So we have creativity. The angels suggest that you explore your creative potential now. Creativity is an energy for adventure and change. It may herald a new idea, inspiration for a book, an artistic vision, or a new project. Let your imagination flow. If you do not know how to channel the force, you may feel restless or dispirited. So ask your angel to help you direct your creative energy towards something worthwhile. The angel wisdom reminds you that you are a co-creator with the divine. Use your power and wisdom. Use your power with wisdom and joy. The affirmation is, I enjoy my creative powers and use them for the highest good. All right, so we love to see that. Some of you could be creatives, artists, you know, even having a business. You're a creative person because you got to think of different ideas, different services to offer, you know, how to market your services, you know, all the things. Okay, so definitely affirming your creative power is going to be really important for you in this upcoming year of the fire horse. We also have aspiration. It's time to set your sights higher. If you are settling for the mediocre, aim for the superb. Stretch yourself to fulfill all your potential and hold mighty visions. Find the wisdom within you which enables you to aspire to the great and glorious. Then expand your comfort zones so that you can explore your dreams. Come on, dreams. The angels guide you never to settle for less than your incredible human spirit can achieve or deserves. Ask for help from the angels, and they will guide and inspire you to raise your consciousness and live at a higher level. Let your spirit soar and aim for the divine. Your affirmation is, I aspire to the great and glorious. I'm telling you, it's something about your spirit, man. It is just out of this fucking world. And literally, like, your spirit, your energy stretches beyond the capacity of this physical earth. Do you know how big the goddamn planet is? Like, how many fucking miles it is to, like, reach the goddamn stratosphere or whatever? And literally, your energy expands past that. Okay? So I need to, like, I really need y'all to know, like, the power that you're working with. This is like, wow. You know, aspire for the great and the glorious. You're not someone that's meant to be mediocre. You're not someone that's meant to have small visions in life. You could be someone that is a dreamer, right? You know, you're thinking about things that are just, you know, just kind of way out there, but you're actually built to manifest those things, to bring those dreams into reality, all right? We also have adventure. Life is an adventure. Be ready for the unexpected and make the most of all opportunities. The angel wisdom suggests you get out of any habits or ruts in which you are stuck. Do things that are different and face life with a sense of wonder. If the path ahead seems dark, do as you would if you were exploring a dark place. Ask your angels to light up the way. Then watch for the signs and signals that tell you where and how to go. Explore the new with excitement and courage. These magnetic qualities attract money and career openings and add zest to the relationships. The angels are inspiring you to move forward with anticipation, expectancy, and hope. The affirmation here is, I face the adventure of life eagerly. What did I say about those opportunities just coming in? You know, it's about kind of rewiring your brain, your language around opportunities where you're not having to chase so many things and they're coming to you. It said these magnetic qualities, which are excitement and courage here, okay? So if you cultivate more of those energies, excitement and courage, they're going to draw more opportunities to you in money, in career and business, and in your relationships, okay? So this is beautiful. I love this for you. You could feel like this year ahead is quite the adventure. Like, some of the opportunities that you're going to get, you're going to be like, whoa, where the fuck did this come from? Or like, you might even feel a little like unequipped, like, wait, you want me to do this? Like, yes, we want you. Okay. And I'm getting that. I don't know, it's something about someone having a like really exuberant, like, yes, you, all right? And you might be kind of pushing back a little bit, like, me, little old me, you are not little. Okay. I don't know, like, some of you could feel, maybe you are like small in stature, that might be a thing. But even if you don't feel like small in stature, it could be just something about you that just feels like so tiny for some reason, like, and you're just so much bigger than that. It's making me think of that John Mayer song, like, bigger than my body. Okay, like, some of you need to recognize, like I was saying, your energy, it expands past the motherfucking stratosphere. Like, it's all up, it's out of this world. You know, you are out of this world. That might be something you need to speak over yourself. I am out of this world. Okay. Now you got to find that balance, remember, with the root chakra, where you are in the world, right? But what they say in the Bible, you're in the world but not of the world. Come on now. And many of you, you are not of this world. You're not. You from somewhere else. Look, I don't know what you believe in. That's why I was saying, some of y'all, there's some like type of alien language or some shit. Like, you from another dimension. Like, you know more than just English or whatever your human language is. You know another language too. And some of y'all are going to be speaking that language that might be behind the paywall, okay? Because y'all be like, yo, these people going to think I'm crazy in this bitch. You're not crazy. I'm here to tell you that you're not. Let me get a sip of my tea. Some of y'all could be drinking tea. Drink you some tea as you watching this reading. I know they long. You better be over there absorbing all of this, taking this all in while I'm over here hyping your ass up. Okay? Oh, ooh, that was zesty. I'm drinking some ginger tea. So like packs a punch. Okay. So this could be something about you, like spicy like ginger or something. Like something you do, you pack a punch. Somebody could have like red hair, ginger hair or something like that. Maybe you're dyeing your hair this year or something. Let's see what else we got going on for pile number 2. All right, let's see what else we got going on for pile number 2. I'm sorry, I don't know if I said pile number 1. I might keep saying that for some reason because you probably got some messages in there too. We have end of an era. All right, look, that's pretty powerful stuff, right? It is the end of an era for some of you. It could be the it could be the end of the year of the wood snake. Okay, that's the end of the era. Also, Saturn and Neptune in Pisces, end of the era. As it moves, as they both move into Aries. I don't know why I'm getting so tongue-tied over here all of a sudden. But yes, like end of an era. We've got this year also Uranus leaving Taurus, moving into Gemini. We've got Jupiter leaving Cancer, moving into Leo. It's a lot of things that are moving and shaking. All right. The nodes are shifting from Pisces, Virgo, to Leo, Aquarius. So you're wrapping up some major chapters here this year. I just saw 111 on the screen. That could be an angel number for you, right? So surrender to these endings. Don't fight them. Some of you might feel like you need to cling on and like, no, this is all I know. This is what I'm comfortable with. Let it go. Let it go. You've got something greater. You done got a little too comfortable in some mediocrity is what I'm getting. And Spirit's really trying to close things out for you so you can experience greater what your soul is truly destined to experience. Many of you, you're going to have some dreams of yours coming true this year. Like some of them big dreams. Like where you never thought, like, what? You know, I thought that was just some little childish ass shit that I, always wanted to experience. Nope, it's going to be happening. All right now. So embrace these endings. For some of you, it could be endings in like certain career paths. You done with it. Certain relationships, you done with it. Certain living environments, you're done with it. Certain beliefs, done with it. Even, I don't know, like, I'm hearing rebrand too. Some of you could be rebranding. You could be kind of changing your wardrobe to kind of match this new version of you. This more expansive version of you. Your tattoos. I don't know, that's the end of maybe some of y'all got the baby skin out there and you like, I'm finna get tatted up. No, I love me some tattoos. I need to get my other fingers done. I want all my fingers tattooed. So, I love tattoos. Love them. Let's see what else we got coming through for pile number 2. Pile number 2, spirit messages for pile number 2. True manifesting is about receiving what is of the highest good for all. Okay? That's why some of you are meant to experience or to receive such greatness. Because Spirit, the divine, knows that you're the type of person that is going to share your blessings with others. I know they say there's no such thing as an ethical billionaire. But some of you could be making money like that, but technically you won't be a billionaire because you'll end up giving most of it away. Or you're going to pay your employees like really well. I mean, I have seen people say there's such a thing as ethical millionaires. Look, I'm not super into like the politics and stuff like that. I don't really like to speak too much on what I don't know. So look into that, do your own research. But, you know, some of you could be on your way to a milli. Okay? And, you know, you're going to share your wealth. You're going to change the lives of other people. That's why Spirit is like, this is for you. And I ain't trying to be mean to other people, but the universe is not blessing certain people. And it's not to say the universe don't give you, like, some shitty people end up becoming like very wealthy. It just is what it is. But those people have acquired their wealth usually in some sort of exploitative way. You're not acquiring wealth in that way. Spirit knows like you're going to do well with the abundance, the prosperity that you receive. Let's get some tarot cards. Let's get some tarot cards. I heard buy back the block, buy up the block or something like that. Some of you could be buying like a whole neighborhood or some shit. Yeah, you might be getting into like real estate, property development, management, public housing, affordable public housing. That could be something that's kind of like on your path to create for people through your wealth. That's really beautiful. Because baby, the way, look, these rent prices, everything is set up, and I think it's just going to keep getting more expensive. It's really terrible. And I feel like it's just going to be more and more people that are unhoused, and that's just, it's so inhumane. It's so inhumane. Because there's literally enough, you know, for everybody to have housing. And I know, you know, it's kind of like a problem in different places around the world, but it definitely shouldn't be a problem in no first world country like here in the United States. That should not be a problem. You know, I went to school at Georgia State University, downtown Atlanta, and it would just blow my mind sometimes, like seeing all the abandoned buildings and shit that could be turned into housing for like the homeless. I'm just like, there shouldn't be nobody on the streets. It's spaces for people to stay. It's just like, why aren't people investing money into like renovating these spaces and just like letting people stay there for free? And there's people with enough money to do that too. But it's always about like having to make $1 and like, is this going to be some type of return on my investment? Why is like helping people not a good enough return on an investment? Why does it always have to be about making more money? You already have fucking money. Like, how much goddamn money do you need, right? And that's where that greed comes in. That's where that exploitation comes in. But you're not like that. I heard people gonna love you when you go out to eat and stuff, or like any type of service that you receive. You like a big tipper is something that I get. Big tipper. Okay. We have the Page of Swords here, right? So something you could be learning this year, maybe even sharing, teaching to others. That's that language I was telling you too that you're going to be learning or remembering. It's not even learning, you're remembering some type of cosmic language that you speak. Like I said, it's just like I can't even really put it into human words for real. But you learning it. Some of y'all could literally like be learning, going back to school for something. Taking a class, workshop, boot camp, whatever. Researching, studying, you know, different topics, things of that nature. We have the Two of Wands. The world is opening up for you. There's a whole lot of potential that is available to you. You are limitless. Literally, this just kind of reminds me of a doorway that's opening up for you. Something about you might be like global in some capacity. Your reach might be global. So you might have like a online platform or something where you're going to connect with people from all around the world. Six of Swords. Yeah, I'm even getting like traveling to different places around the world. Some of y'all could be like public speakers. So you could be getting invited to like conferences and stuff, to like speak, to share your wisdom. Conferences, retreats. Yeah, for some of you, like I was saying earlier, you're gonna be very surprised. Like, wait, what, me? Like, you will be surprised, like, who's watching you. Show up. Don't hide. Take your breaks when you need to. That's where them boundaries come in. You need breaks sometimes. You need to go into your isolation mode so you can recharge. But then show up. Because I'm telling you, there's people watching you. Yeah, the Five of Pentacles. Don't worry about this shit. Like I was saying, at one point, I don't know, you could lose a job at some point. You're going to bounce right back into another one, and you're going to get more money from it. So I don't know if you've like recently lost a job. That's about to shift. Finances are about to shift. You ain't got to worry about this broke life. Not for too long, at least. Ace of Cups. Yeah, you're going to get opportunities that are like heartfelt. Like, this is something I'm really excited about. This is something I love to do. It doesn't feel like work. Right? That's that, what was it? Excitement, courage that brings in these opportunities. For some of you, there could be new love that's coming in for you as well. Whether in romance, friendship, whatever. A child for some of you. People that are a part of your community that you have, that you're growing. You have the Two of Swords. Something about you like procrastinating, not taking action. That's where the end of the era comes from too. That's definitely giving me Neptune and Saturn and Pisces. It's like when it's in a mutable sign, the energy don't really know where to go. Because it's like, and It's going to be a little more direct here in Aries, where you'll know where you need to go, where you'll know where you need to direct your energy, your time, your resources. You won't be as indecisive. Should I do this? Should I do that? Should I do this direction, that direction? Did it? No, you'll be more clear on what direction you're going in, what decisions. You'll be more decisive here. We have a Tower. Pile number 1 got this too, so maybe y'all do have some messages coming up there. Let it come crumbling down, the end of the era, right? You're building a new life for yourself, a new identity for yourself in some ways. All right, lean into it. It might be a little uncomfortable, but it's necessary. Towers are a part of life. That's why it's a part of the tarot. Every card in here is a part of life, right? So embrace those towers. King of Pentacles. Look, I'm telling you, you're finna be sitting on that money. Wealthy as fuck. In that position where you can like help other people. This is your legacy that you're creating, that you're building. Some powerful stuff here. Oh, good Lord. We needed 30 million cards. Fine. You always gotta do this. Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady. Some of you, I don't know, something about traveling too. Like you're going to get travel opportunities to make money. You could have more than one source of income with this 2 of Pentacles. 10 of Swords, people going to be hating. So make sure you know, keep your spiritual protection up, do your cleansings and things like that. Because you, Queen of Pentacles too, you could be meeting a King of Pentacles. This is who you could be coming into union with. You guys could be... This could be a business partner. This could be your romantic partner. Y'all might be starting a family together. Oh my God, starting a family. The sun can be a card of fertility, children, but also just blessings. You're about to live a very blessed life. 10 of Pentacles, family, legacy. Come on now. Knight of Cups, you're going to like love your life. It's like it's going to feel so whimsical. This is that whimsy ass card. All right, whimsy, magical, all that romanticizing your life. You're going to be feeling that way. All right, 3 of Cups, celebrating with people, toastings, you know, successes, wins, you know, collaborating with really cool people that you really connect with on an emotional level. And the universe just offering you shit when you ain't even looking. She ain't even looking in that direction. And the universe is like, I got something for your ass. I got another opportunity for you. But you do have to stay in the energy of, what is it? Excitement and courage. Because with this energy, you run the risk of missing opportunities. Because she is not excited, okay? She's not feeling the most courageous, right? She's just feeling kind of blah, to be honest. So make sure you keep that energy up. And I'm telling you, these are unexpected blessings that are going to be coming into your life. I love it for you. All right, pile number 2. So with that being said, I am going to wrap up this message here. If I didn't say, you know, you could have earth placements in your chart: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We got water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay, it don't matter though. You know, the zodiac. Regardless, I do see some of y'all coming into some sort of partnership. And it looks very powerful. This is giving power couple. Okay. And even if it's not romantic, it's like a business partner. Like this is the dream team type of thing. Okay. So somebody that's just expansive is just as expansive as you are. And that's what you need. All right, my loves. With that being said, I'm going to wrap it up here. If this resonates at all, if you're excited about these messages, these energies, give me a thumbs up. Drop a comment below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And until next time, sending you so much love. Take care. Bye. Pile number 3, let's tap into your year of the fire horse messages. You chose the Seashell charm. See it this way, but I also want to show it to you. It's kind of more like this. It reminds me of the seashell in The Birth of Venus painting. So maybe you want to like Google that. So there could be something significant about Venus coming up here as well. That actually came through for pile number 2. So there might be some overlapping messages between the 2 piles there. So definitely check that one out as well. So let's see what your wild unknown archetype card is. You have Gnosis, okay? So this represents the innermost knowing, mystical truths, being connected deeply with your intuition, not really seeking that external guidance and confirmation so much. It's more about kind of trusting yourself. I do feel like your messages are definitely going to overlap quite a bit with pile number 2. They had a lot of spiritual energies coming through in their reading, and I think you will as well. Some of you could identify as mystics, alchemists, healers. This could even be science on a certain level, like quantum physics, metaphysics, things of that nature. So these might be areas of life that you are studying more, that you are wanting to master here over the upcoming year, okay? Exploring life's mysteries, essentially. So you could be getting into more of the esoteric studies, the things that most people aren't really into, okay? I'm hearing that book, The Alchemist. So I don't know if somebody's reading that, has read it before, could be revisiting it. But that could be like significant as far as like inspiration for your journey. I know some people, they be talking shit about that book, but I'm like, it's a cool book. Like, is it the most profound thing I've ever read? Not necessarily, but I feel like it's a good read. So you might want to check that out. There's also a really good book that I enjoyed called The Celestine Prophecy. I literally read that book in like 5 days. It was a really great storyline. So you might want to check that out. I'm also hearing like the 4 Agreements is coming through. So maybe you like books just kind of along the lines of like those genres where it's really just kind of diving into like spiritual lessons. Some of you could be exploring spiritual and religious texts, like really diving deeper. I just heard the book of, is it Enoch? So some of you could be exploring things of that nature as well. So yes, you are coming through with a lot of spiritual power here, especially with the birth of Venus. There could be something about you connecting with the goddesses, like feminine deities, things of that nature. I just heard Mary Magdalene. So that could also be somebody that you're tapping in with a little bit more. So let's expand this reading out and see what else is coming through. For those of you that chose pile number 1, what you can expect here during this year of the fire horse. There's the full moon here as well. I'm getting sacred geometry too. That could be something you're learning about. You could be learning about the lunar cycles as well. Maybe learning how to like manifest with different phases of the moon. I just heard moon water. That might be something that you're like kind of getting into a ritual of. Maybe every full moon you're going to be making moon water. All right, let's see what else is coming through. Hey, we have prosperity. So you can expect lots of prosperity coming your way here. Excuse me. I'm like, I just finished eating a salad. Over here burping and stuff. But yeah, you can be expecting a lot of prosperity here. over the course of the next year, where it just feels like things are flowing for you a lot more easily. You know, especially I just saw 5 minutes, 5 seconds on the screen. So 55 can be an angel number for you. Fives can represent conflict, transition. So if you feel like you've been going through a lot of that, where just things they haven't been as smooth, there can be an element of chaos associated with the number 5. And you know, maybe you've just been wanting things to just kind of chill out, really, to calm down. Okay. So I do feel like that is going to be a shift for you here this upcoming year, whether this is within your career, whether it's in business. I don't know, somebody could even end up winning the lottery or hitting a jackpot, you know, if you're going to the casino or something like that. But I'm also hearing an inheritance as well. You know, unfortunately, somebody, you know, could be passing away, but they could have left some things behind for you here also. So yeah, there's many different ways that you can come into this prosperity. I don't know why I just heard a sugar baby, okay? You know, I don't judge. So do your thing. Like, but yeah, you know, some of y'all could be getting you a little sponsor this year. Somebody that really wants to enhance your lifestyle in some capacity. Maybe they learn a lot from you. You know, and every sugar baby, sugar daddy dynamic doesn't necessarily involve a sexual exchange. But hey, if it does, it's cool. I'm supportive of sex workers. Do what you do. But you know, that might not be the dynamic necessarily. I'm getting, for some of you, this person looks to you like you have a lot of wisdom to share. And they want to like learn from you. They like to be in your energy because they feel like you can also grow their prosperity. So they feel like it is a fair exchange, you know, since they're being in your energy. Basically, you're putting them on game, that they should be, you know, compensating you for that. So that would, shit, I'm like, hey, where you at? Where you at? Where's she at? I don't even care. Like, shit, holla at me, because I'll share some spiritual shit with you. Like, would you like to put some cards? Like, I got you. Look at your damn your transit charts. What you want to do? Okay, so yeah, some of you could be like somebody's personal guru or something like that. Basically, I just heard a genie in the bottle. I don't know if you're like doing rituals or spell work for somebody. We have holistic health coming through, the root chakra. Once again, you being a healer here, you could be providing, and this doesn't just have to be in this whole sugar baby, sugar daddy, mama dynamic, but you could be someone that provides a lot of insights into healing, like the mind, the body, the spirit, right? And how it's all intertwined. That a lot of the physical ailments that people are experiencing, there's usually a deeper cause, like reflected in some sort of emotional or mental or spiritual imbalance. All right. Especially with these angel wings here, for sure, and the snakes wrapped around each other. There's a lot of deep knowledge that you have about these topics that maybe other people don't. You're meant to share what you know, so you can help others in their healing journey. You yourself, you know, could be a practitioner of holistic health. I don't know if you're maybe going to school for this. This could be something you're wanting to study, whether formally or informally. The number 7 could be significant to you. That would be the month of July, which may be an important time frame for you in the upcoming year. I was talking about you going to like the casino or something, or the lottery, you know, the lucky number 7. So it could be something about that coming through here as well. This looks like, especially with the snakes spiraling upwards, like the Kundalini awakening. So some of you could be experiencing that. You could activate that in other people. I did hear sexually, but it could be non-sexually as well. Like your sex can be like really healing. That might be why some of you abstain. Okay, you might be in a space where you're not engaging with people in that way because you already know what's up. And it's damn near like, baby, if I'm finna cause this awakening, this activation in you, this healing in you, you should be paying me shit. Paying me for my services. I don't know if I'm talking to somebody that's like a sex worker or something like that. I know that's not going to apply to everybody. Please, no judgment here. In my community, I don't judge people like that. I'm very supportive of people that are doing that consensually. Okay, where they want to do it. That's their body, their choice. Okay. So yeah, I don't know. I'm getting a strong message of that. Or maybe even in a past life where you've been involved in that type of work. Someone could be into, is it Tantra? It's coming through as well. Yeah, I'm just getting like a lot of sensual energy that's coming off of you. Let's see what else we have going on for pile number 3. Pile number 3, Spirit, for this year of the fire horse. Damn it. I was trying to catch it with my foot. I don't know how I thought that was going to happen. Let me get this card here. All right, we have trust. Okay, so when it comes to relationships, that's going to be a big focus for you. Relationships of all kinds, okay? Relationship with yourself, with your higher power, with a romantic partner, with a friend, with a business partner. Trust even is connected to that root chakra. So if you have trust issues, you definitely are wanting to focus a little bit more on kind of balancing out the energies here. Do some energy work around this specific chakra. You may want to get some Reiki. You may want to do some sound healing. It's interesting. She's pulling back like the arrow in a bow and arrow that's literally pointed. Like if she lets go of this shit, she will... that arrow is going straight into her chest, okay? But that's kind of what trust is, especially in a relationship. It's like giving someone the power to almost like break your heart, essentially. And of course, nobody wants that in a relationship dynamic. But when you do build that trust with someone, that closeness, that intimacy, when there is a transgression, it can be heartbreaking, right? So there's something about you being willing to be hurt, because it's like if you're not willing to be hurt, you're not willing to be loved. And I'm not saying like in an abusive type of relationship. I'm not saying that at all. We should not be in situations like that. But I'm just saying like being human in relationships and being flawed. And, you know, people, even with the best of intentions, can sometimes hurt us. If they're willing to acknowledge that, hold themselves accountable, and commit to doing differently moving forward, then, you know, they might not be the worst person in the world. Right? They literally could have just made a mistake. So I don't know, there's something about you maybe like rebuilding trust in a significant relationship, or even if it's not, you know, a connection from your past, it's just like in general, moving forward, you want to have, you want to be more trusting, you want to be more open, you want to be more vulnerable in your connections. I just heard I need you. That could be how you feel, or like a fear of yours is like needing other people. Because there's also that fear of like, well, what if they don't show up in my time of need? I don't know why I'm getting the image of like a birthday party and like nobody showing up. I don't know if that's a fear of yours or something you've experienced in the past. And I'm so sorry. Like, I hate hearing about experiences like that where people go through stuff and, you know, they have this big ass party like when they're a kid or something and like none of their classmates show up. I'm like, Jesus, like that's gotta be so like hurtful, especially for a child to experience. But even as an adult, you know, that can be very hurtful too. We still have that inner child that exists within us, right? We're not exempt from getting our feelings hurt just because we're adults. So it's something about you like trusting people to be there. Maybe to even like show up and celebrate you. You could feel like that's something you've struggled with before. Like people don't celebrate you. They might gather around you when you're down and out, right? But when you're up, it's quiet. Nobody's clapping. Nobody's cheering. And it can make you feel like people don't want to see you happy. They don't want to see you win. They just want to see you struggling. And it's like, if somebody just wants to see you struggle and like not happy, they clearly do not like you. They don't like you. And that's such a fucked up realization to have to come to. That they don't like you. Or they could even just have their own insecurities. Right? Where they feel like you're more tolerable to be around when you're struggling like they are. And as soon as you're maybe not struggling like they are anymore, you know, all of a sudden you're the problem. I heard all of a sudden she doesn't deserve that. Maybe you've felt the energy shifts of people, right? When you come into blessings, then, you know, you stop hearing from people. I don't know if somebody went through an experience like that recently. Like maybe you had some good news come in and somebody like they didn't congratulate you, or they did, but then like you haven't heard from this person since then. And I heard 2 months. So maybe it was something that happened for you 2 months ago. This person congratulated you and you ain't heard a peep from they ass in 2 months. They didn't want to see you win. You know, it's some people that congratulate you and they are like gritting their fucking teeth, forcing themselves to pretend to be happy for you, and they're not. Especially with this prosperity that you're going to be coming into this year, boy, that's really going to show you who's on your team and who's not. I'm telling you. Who you can trust and who you cannot. Your inner wisdom, your inner voice will tell you, you know, who's cool and who's not. Who's gang and who's not. So there could definitely be some shifts taking place in relationships for you this year. But I don't think you're just gonna like, oh my God, fall out with everybody and have nobody. I do feel like you will recognize that there are people that genuinely give a fuck and do want to see you win. Even if they're not winning, like they still want to see you win, right? That's how you know somebody really fuck with you. Like they could be going through some of the worst shit in their life and they still showing up for you. They rooting for you. They celebrating you. I want to throw you a party. I want to do this. I want to do that. Like my life might be in shambles right now, but shit. There's some good stuff going on around me, right? Because I also am of the belief, like, when good stuff is happening to people around me, that means my blessing is like right around the corner too. Like I feel like blessings kind of work in proximity like that. It's like a ripple effect. But some people, they don't think about it like that. They have a very like lack consciousness. Like, oh, there's only so many blessings and there's not enough for everybody. Like, please. What kind of universe do you live in? Do you live in a vast universe? Or a teeny tiny one? Because if you live in the former, you know there's enough for everybody. Let's see what's going on for you in career, business, finance, especially with this prosperity card coming through. Pile number 3, Spirit. What do we have going on for pile number 3? The year of the fire horse. We have innovation. You will need to come up with new strategies to keep your plans in motion. Old ways are outdated. Invent, create, and test ideas. Get outside of the box, especially if you have like a business, you're on social media, like your old strategy is not working anymore. You're going to have to do something new. And I'm over here preaching to the choir because that's one thing. I'm just like, why can't social media be like how it used to? I've been complaining about that shit for like 5 years. And at the end of the day, like shit, within that span of 5 years, social media has continued to change. Right? And it's like, you either going to keep up or you not. That's just life. Life continues to change. It moves forward. We've got to be willing to move forward with it. Or you can stay stuck. Uranus and Gemini, very much innovative, very much just curious. Let me try this. Let me try that. Okay, that didn't work. Let's try it this way. They're not so like rigid, kind of like Uranus and Taurus is very much like, oh, I just want to stick to what has worked. You know, it's been tried and true. That shit ain't working no more. It's time to switch it up. So I do feel like Uranus and Gemini is going to do some things for you. It's going to kind of pull you outside of your comfort zone, have you trying new things. And we also have gifts. You are uncovering new talents that will land you new work in a better position. You could get more money with the deal as well. So that's exciting, right? This is what could be bringing in this prosperity for you. You know, it's not even just about your strategy that you're changing. It could be like what you're offering is changing, right? Because of these new gifts that you're tapping into, especially spiritually. Like, I don't know, I just heard like channeled messages. So, you know, with me, like I be reading cards and shit. What if I'm just supposed to be on a camera talking? No cards, just talking. Channeling messages, right? You know, that's just an example that I'm using. So it could be something that's kind of changing for you. Expanding, growing. You're becoming more multifaceted. You are multidimensional. I keep hearing channeling, channeling, channeling. So somebody is meant to be channeling, like, I don't know, messages somehow, some way, in some capacity. You know, you could channel through writing as well. Everybody's not too fond of like getting on a camera and speaking or whatever. So, you know, do it in your writing. Or maybe in a podcast form. Yeah, I mean, I feel like all of these things with Uranus moving into Gemini. Gemini is the planet of communication. So, like, get it how you live, my boy. However you communicate, like, just communicate. You know, this is really going to be a time that highlights the way that we express ourselves. I just heard the way that we express the divine. Let's see what else we have going on for pile number 3. Pile number 3. Also gifts. Like, I'm getting people giving you gifts. Whether it's gifts of money or literally like buying you gifts. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. Somebody got like a sugar daddy or something. Sugar mama. Like, for real. Where somebody's just like, because of what you bring to their life, because of just how healing you are. This could be somebody that confides in you in ways that they don't really feel safe doing with other people. They just gonna be splurging, buying you shit. I just heard a car. Like, some of y'all, somebody might buy you a car over the next year. That's crazy. I'm like, can this be my reading? I chose another pile, but I'm like, shit. I need this one too. Shit. Granted, I love my car and it's still working. Knock on wood, baby. I'm gonna ride it till the wheels fall off. All right, but shit, if somebody wanna buy me a car, I receive. Okay, somebody gonna want to buy you a car. They can want to buy you a house. You know, it might be like more material things. They want to buy you nice clothes and bags. And I just heard stocks. Somebody want to buy you stocks, like help you invest money and shit. Like, I don't know, somebody really wants to get you set up. I just heard princess. I'm definitely talking to somebody finna have like a sugar daddy. Or mama. You finna get the princess treatment. I know that's right. I know that's right. Like, but some of y'all, it might literally be in a relationship that you're in. You know, it ain't got to be the sugar mama, sugar baby dynamic. It could be your partner that, like, literally gives you the princess treatment. And gift giving is definitely a part of their love language. Beauty, I'm telling you, because you also so beautiful. This person is just like enamored by not even just your physical beauty, but your spiritual beauty as well. The outer world is a reflection of your inner, so focus on the beauty within yourself, your good qualities, your kindnesses, your gifts and talents. Remember that whatever you give attention to increases and grows. Everyone has some beauty in their soul, so seek it in others. Remind them of their qualities and you will illuminate them. Surround yourself with things and people with a beautiful vibration, for we are all influenced by that which is around us. As you tune more and more into the incredible wonder of yourself, others, and the planet, your resonance becomes that of beauty. Others will perceive the radiance of your soul and be touched by it. Your affirmation, I recognize my beauty and that of others. I'm telling you, it's somebody that you are touching the depths of their soul with your radiance, with your vibration, with your gifts, with your talents, with your kindness. I heard with your humor. Some of you are really funny. And this person is like, oh my God. Like, every time I just talk to you or every time I hear you speak or something, you just lift up my spirits. You're so funny. I don't know what is going, like, this is, I'm telling you, somebody is like enamored by you. Damn near fucking worshiping you. Some of y'all could have like that kind of kink, like a little worship kink or something like that. Or you might be finding out over the next year that you do. Like, this person would like carve a fucking statue of you. They would paint a picture of you. Like, they want to like photograph you. Fucking immortalize you in any way possible. Set up a goddamn altar. I don't know, goddamn Helga Pataki in this bitch. Somebody got a damn altar in their closet and you pictures of you. Okay? Like, you the goddess that they worship. You the god they worship. I don't mean to sound creepy. Like, hopefully they ain't doing all that. That's kind of a lot. But I'm telling you, somebody looks at you like that. That's crazy. I mean, I wouldn't mind. You know, you can be a little obsessed with me. A little bit. Yeah, this person, I don't know if you like makeup. You like to get your hair did, your nails did. Beautiful girl. Beautiful. You know, they want to pay for that shit. You like to go, you know, get your facials and having spa days. I'm telling you, somebody finna give you the treatment. That's crazy. Finna give you the treatment, baby. Let's see. You are stronger than you know. Okay? Tap in. You know you are. You know what you've been through. Life ain't been easy. It ain't been a cakewalk. Right? Somebody could know this about you. Maybe you share like struggles that you've gone through. And somebody could have a lot of empathy for you. They have a lot of empathy for you. And I'm getting empathy. It's not pity. It's empathy. Like they feel like their heart grows. Like every time you share something about your life experience, especially if it's like some sad shit, they're just like, God damn. Like what? You? Like how could somebody treat you like that? You know, or I would never have thought you would have gone through something like that. So I get they have a lot of empathy for you and admiration. They really like your vulnerable. Whoa, I can't say the fucking word. Vulnerability. There we go. They really like that about you. That's what makes you beautiful to them too. Right? Your vulnerability is your strength. They don't look at it as, oh, you're weak, you're a pushover, you let people treat you like shit. No, they don't look at you like that. They actually look at other people like, oh my gosh, how could you take advantage of someone like that? Someone so beautiful. Well, well, well. This is quite the read. Tap in with me. Hit that thumbs up button. Look, go ahead and hit it right now. I ain't gotta wait till the end of acts. Drop a comment in the comments. Drop a comment in the comments. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Let's see what else we got going on. Pile number 3, Spirit, for pile number 3. What we got going on? Here, the Fire Horse for pile number 3. Feeling good will bring me far more than whatever I thought I needed. Come on, you better feel good. You better prioritize your pleasure. You better prioritize your joy. Prioritize your peace. Because you've been through enough. You've been through some shit. Like, for real, for real. You deserve to feel good. That's what brings in your blessings. Also, when I merge my desire with faith, I can take action from a place of peace rather than control. I love that. Right? So it's like wanting the things you want and also trusting that the universe wants those things for you too. And the universe will deliver. And you will deliver too, because you will align by taking the necessary actions that you need to take. Yes, you will, because I believe in you. Let's see, we're going to pull some tarot cards. Pull some tarot cards for some more messages before I wrap you up. Ooh, child, I'm tired. These readings been long today. I've been in just like a content posting, recording frenzy here, like yesterday, Monday, and today, Tuesday. I think tomorrow I'm going to take me a little break. Tap out for a little minute. I need to read. I don't know if some of you are like, you like to read, your bookworms. I heard this person is going to read you like a book. And not no, you know, like dragging you like for filth. Like not in that type of way. Like they really want to know you. They want to learn you. Okay. Spirit, what else we got for pile number? Ooh, I'm telling you. The first card. I am not making this shit up. Anybody that don't fuck with my readings, fuck you. Not real shit. But, please, don't play with your girl. And it ain't about playing with your girl. Don't play with spirit. Somebody loves you. Hearing that song, I can't sing. My voice is getting hoarse at this point because I've been talking too much. But somebody loves you, baby. Like I'm hearing that. This person is like, now I'm hearing that from Greece. I think Sandy was singing it. Hopelessly devoted to you. Like I'm telling you, you like putty in this, like this person's like, wait, they're like putty in your hands. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. They're like putty in your hands. Literally melting. Somebody could be a Sagittarius, have those placements in their chart. Somebody could have locks. The dark-haired Zaddy and the dark-haired Zamzel. Okay, something about that. I don't know shit. Somebody could also have Gemini placements with the lovers there too. That could be your twin. Where have you been? Okay. So, yeah. Did I pull a twin flame card recently? Oh, yeah. I'm going to be posting readings before I drop this one. And the twin flame card did come out in the love and relationship reading. So, if you haven't seen that, go back to some of the readings that I posted, like, within the previous week. But yeah, a twin flame popped out in that love and relationship reading. There's that sacred geometry there too. I mentioned you practicing that. It's like, I don't know what shape that is in between them. Like, that's kind of like connecting their third eyes too. Like, both of you are very spiritual. Or you activated they ass. I'm telling you, some of y'all, you got a portal between your legs. It's something else shaking down there. And it's like opening up motherfuckers' third eye and shit. Oh, I ain't never had no coochie like this. That is hilarious. I don't know. Some of y'all got that Erykah Badu effect. Motherfuckers be dressing weird and shit. Niggas be fucking buying crystals and goddamn tarot cards and shit and into astrology after they be getting a little taste. That is funny. You're gonna be so happy. Oh my gosh. Wish fulfillment here with the 9 of Cups. And the treasures, I'm telling you, gonna make that money. This person, they got some money. Shit, you might feel like, bitch, I'm broke. Like, don't say that. Won't be broke for long. Okay? Because this person, they coming in to spoil you. Rotten, I heard. They want you to be rotten. Granted, you don't stink or nothing, but like they want to spoil you rotten. High priestess, because you're the high priestess. I'm telling you, they look to your wisdom, your guidance. They want a high priestess in their life. They feel like you the magic genie in the bottle type shit. Like, I gotta have you on my team. This motherfucker gonna be like, baby, can you do me that money ritual, that thing you do? I'm trying to land this client. Can you do that thing for me? I just heard sex magic too. I don't know. Y'all might be doing sex magic. I just heard Tahiti. You might get taken on a trip, flew out to Tahiti. Shit, I'm trying to go where that be like. Shit, I know it's a beach. That's all I need to know. I'm like, shit, finna be butt naked on a beach somewhere. Where Tahiti at? French Polynesia? Shit. Sounds nice. Must be nice. What's that nigga name? Life Jennings? I don't know. Somebody could be a Life Jennings fan. Could like that song. But yeah, I don't know. Something about Tahiti. Y'all might travel there at some point. I heard honeymoon. Okay. Okay. Let's see what else we got going on. Pile number 3. Pile number 3. Y'all funny in this reading. Y'all been healing, resting, retreating, reflecting, healing your heart. This is after the 3 of Swords. So some of y'all have gone through a heartbreak, but your heart is whole again. Okay, so you've like healed and shit. Maybe this person been watching you heal. I'm telling you, it's something you do online. Like you might share like your journey and shit. And they just been watching you. Like, I'm gonna give her some time or him some time. You know, they still licking their wounds. I ain't trying to run in and save them and shit. Not to say that they wouldn't, but they know the power in you. And you gotta kind of do that on your own. And that's kind of between you and spirit. So they've been giving you your space to do that. I don't know. I just heard empty nester. I could be talking to an empty nester. So somebody could be a little more mature. Your kids done left the house. Maybe that, yeah, I'm telling you, that 3 of Swords, they seen you been through some shit. Ah! So dramatic. This is me. This is just so me. Like, I'm telling you, oh my God, I'm gonna feel my feelings and I'm gonna feel them loud. I'm like, my neighbor's probably gonna hear me. What the hell is that bitch doing over there? Crying. Crying my fucking heart out. I'm telling you, this King of Pentacles, he got money. Okay? He loyal too, like a dog. Okay? I get like a good version of a dog, not like a dog ass nigga that's gonna dog you out. Shit, you finna be walking this nigga like a dog, okay? I don't know. I'm telling y'all, it's something real kinky about y'all, too. Worship King, you finna have this nigga on a leash or some shit. Where is this reading going? I was like, whoa, it's super spiritual, and now it's gotten a little kinky here. I ain't mad at it, though. I like to spice it up sometimes, okay? A little 18-plus reading. But, yeah. I'm telling you, a sponsor, for real, the sugar daddy. He got money. He's got influence, affluence. Shit, I don't know for some of y'all, if it is not someone that's trying to like necessarily be in a relationship, they do want to fund a lifestyle for you. You might have to sign you a little NDA or some shit. Shit, you taking me to Tahiti and you buying me shit, buying me cars, buying me a house. I'll sign an NDA. I don't give a fuck. Like, yeah. Yeah. Somebody that really wants to invest into you. My girl. My boy. Ace of Swords. Okay. It's because of what you know. Your mind. They love your mind. Your mind is just so brilliant. Like, nobody thinks like you. You'd be very, very intelligent. That's why they could really enjoy talking to you. Y'all talk about some just different shit. And it's just endless. Like, this little spiral here is just like, man, I could just talk to you for hours and hours. It's a Money Long song too. Yours, mine, ours. I'm telling you, I'm hoarse. Baby, I've been talking so much. My voice been so raspy lately. I'm just like, good Lord, I ain't meant to be talking this much. I'm supposed to be on high priestess hush mouth type shit. Cause I'm like, my voice, it be giving out fast. Like, it's like, you talking too much. Like, you gotta pay me to talk. All right, we got a Queen of Swords here. Yeah, you've been in Queen of Swords, Ice Queen mode. You know, a little icy. Got that heart on lockdown. It's over here in the prison. Heard I want to warm you up. Thaw you out. You could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Have those placements in your chart. Very strong boundaries. It's real strict over here, Judge Judy. You don't play about them boundaries. You are in a strict program. So let somebody know they can't play. I'm telling you, this person want to romance you. They want to sweep you off your feet. Buy you, oh, this ain't that dick. I'm like, in the other deck, he got 2 bouquets of flowers. Like, I got to give you double everything. But still, I feel like they still come with that same energy. Shit. That could be significant. This person might come, like, give you 2 bouquet flowers or something. Or flowers of, like, what? Bouquets. Just shut the fuck up. Like, I'm like, what are you trying to say? This is so funny. But yeah, they definitely want to romance you. Like, I don't know, it's a picnic, something like that could be significant here. This person could be very, like, kind of poetic. He's kind of giving me the Love Jones vibes, you know, aside from the stalking and shit. Granted, I'm telling you, this person probably would stalk your ass. But, like, it would be someone you would want to stalk you. I guess so, it wouldn't be stalking. When you call somebody a stalker, it's usually someone like, ew, go away. No, not you. But, like, when it's someone you actually fucking with, it's like, okay. All right, I will follow you to the end of the earth. This is like a devotee. I am telling you, this person, like, fucking worships your ass. Like, this is their offering. They always come with offerings for the goddess. So they're never coming, like, empty-handed to the high priestess. They could have tattoos. They don't have to, but they could. They said that's it. That's the messages. Okay, friends? So with that being said, I'm going to wrap it up here. If this resonated with you, shit, if you excited, you trying to call this shit in your life, hit that thumbs up button. Drop a comment below. Let me know what's up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And until next time, sending you so much love. Take care. Bye.